Yo, so what is up, everybody on YouTube? We are back today with a brand new video. And for today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the Sacramento Kings. So this rebuild is going to be an interesting one. If you can help your boy out a little right before we start this up, really, definitely smash that like button. And if you are new, hit that sub button. We're on that big road to 1K, and any support helps me out a ton. So pretty much, we're looking at the squad. Right away, the first thing I notice is Harrison Barnes. I don't like his contract at all. Obviously, they got a few guys over the offseason that were more or less just salary dumps and trades, and they probably gave out a few contracts to some players that they shouldn't have. So right before we even start this rebuild, I want to try and get Harrison Barnes and his contract off this team. Obviously, he's a decent player, but I don't think he's really worth having on this squad long term. So we did trade him with a pick for Steven Adams. So that brings in a 5. He is an upgrade over Dwayne Dedmon. Not like an insane upgrade, but we will take it. Dwayne Dedmon coming off the bench is a little bit more fitting as well. The power rankings have us absolutely super low. So we're going to sim through the season and kind of see what's going on. Only made one big move to start off this rebuild. And if you're new to these rebuilds, we have 3 years to try and win a championship. This is going to be our first year. We usually keep it around the same. Don't change it up too much. And if you haven't seen any of the other rebuilds, I'm going to link it right up above right now. We've done a bunch of rebuilds. A lot of people seem to really like these videos, so we're going to keep doing them. So we're approaching the end of the season here, and it didn't look like it was the best season for us. So, Giannis Antetokounmpo gets MVP, which is really no surprise. Ja Morant gets Rookie of the Year. It's always him or Zion. Sixth Man of the Year, once again, goes to D'Angelo Russell. So, let's see if we have anybody on any of the All-NBA teams. But I would be a little bit surprised if we do. So, of course we don't. But let's look at the All-Rookie teams. Maybe we have somebody that I'm not even thinking of. We do not. So, let's look at the standings, see where we kind of ended up finishing. I know it can't be too good. We weren't that great of a team. 40 and 42. 40 and 42. That's not as bad as I thought. We barely missed playoffs. We missed it. We were the 9th seed, and we missed it by 3 wins. So looking at the player stats, we have Buddy Hield with 19.2 points per game. We have De'Aaron Fox right behind him, 19.1 points per game. But to go along with that, 7 assists per game. Followed by Marvin Bagley with 16.7 a game. And then once you get lower, less than that, it's really just a bunch of not too great stats, but it's okay. We do have our young guys right there in Marvin Bagley, Buddy Hield, and De'Aaron Fox, who I'm going to try and keep throughout the rebuild. So we sit through the entire postseason because obviously we didn't make playoffs. The Lakers did win the chip with AD getting Finals MVP. So here we are in the draft. We did end up with the 4th pick from that trade. So let's see. With the 4th pick, we could get James Wiseman, but we did just bring in a center. And I always choose James Wiseman. You see Jaden McDaniels is here, Cole Anthony, Isaiah Mobley, and we have Dante right there. But we probably should go with a center here. And obviously, the consensus pick probably would be James Wiseman. But in so many of the past rebuilds I did already, we always end up with James Wiseman. So I don't think we're going to do it. In this one, I think that we actually go with Dante. He's a little bit worse, but he's still a very good center. As you can see, he's an elite paint defender, and that's probably what this team could honestly use. So with doing that, I think that we move on from one of those centers that we have last season. So we're going to bring him in, the 7'1" center from Oregon. Welcome to the squad. 76 overall, pretty solid to start off, especially because he wasn't a top 3 pick. So here we are. Let's see what we can get for Steven Adams now that we did get an upgrade at our center position. I'm either going to be trying to move on from him or Dwayne Dedmon. So whoever we can really get the better trade package for is who I want to move on from. And obviously Dwayne Dedmon's contract is not the best. Neither is Steven Adams. So either way, it's not too big of a deal. So you see Robert Covington, Dennis Schroeder, Sekou Ndabe. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but the Sekou guy that is the rookie for the Pistons. Don't kill me in the comment section because I do mispronounce some names. Kind of looking through who we can get here. We could use a 3 now that Harrison Barnes is gone, and Sekou hopefully can develop into something very good. So we will bring him in and add him to our young core, see what he can do. And we're actually going to see what we can get for Dwayne Dedmon as well, because Dwayne Dedmon obviously is a fantastic backup center, but for the amount of money we're giving him, $13 million a year, I think we could probably get a little bit better value backup in the league, and we get a first-round pick for him, so we will take that. Same with Corey Joseph here. 1 year, $12.6 million is not what I want to be paying my backup point guard, so we are going to ship him out as well. So let's see. The team's looking pretty solid to start off. Here we are in free agency. We are going to bring back Buddy Hield for sure. He just had a very good season, and he's going to fit that role of that pure scoring 2 for us for sure. We are going to have to make a couple more moves this offseason that hopefully help us out. So we are going to try to lock him up for the next 5 years. I didn't want to go through every single little free agency signing because we didn't make too many big splashes, but I kind of will just give you an overview of everything that changed over the offseason at the beginning of the season like we do in every other rebuild as well. So here we are in the 2020 season. We are just starting, just got done with the offseason. So let's pull up the roster, kind of show you guys what's been going on and what really changed. So we now have De'Aaron Fox at an 88 overall, super solid. His backup is Goran Dragic, which is a super good backup. Buddy Hield at the 2 with Andre Roberson as a backup. We have Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. We have Sekou. We have a lot of talent on this team. We got lots and lots and lots of depth this offseason, which is a huge W. We do have a 3.5 star proficiency, which is decent, but hopefully we can get that a little bit higher. We brought in a guy like PJ Tucker to play that 3. Honestly, we have a lot of talent on this team. We have Enes Kanter coming off the bench as well. So the team just got a lot more depth. So we should make playoffs this year in all theory. We didn't make any big splashes, like I said, but we did make a lot of smaller changes that should help out this squad a ton. Keeping together that big 3 core of Marvin Bagley Jr., De'Aaron Fox, and Buddy Hield. And if you haven't done so already, we are about halfway into this video, so if you haven't already, smash that like button for your boy. Let's see if we can hit 20 likes on this video. That would be huge. I appreciate all of y'all that are watching this video through. So let's see what's happening at the end of the season. Here we are. Anthony Davis gets MVP. LaMelo Ball goes ahead and gets himself Rookie of the Year. So let's see if we got anybody on any of the All-NBA teams. All-NBA third team, and we do not get an All-NBA third team nod, unfortunately. Looking at the standings, we did make playoffs, which is a huge W, as the 6th seed, so we'll take it. We went from the 9th seed to the 6th seed in 1 year, which is a W. De'Aaron Fox now at about a 89 overall, 21 points per game just about, and almost 8 assists per game. Huge W's, 18.6 for Marvin Bagley, 17.6 for Buddy Hield, and Enes Kanter surprisingly being our 4th highest scorer on the team. Obviously, he is good at scoring, and his defense is a little bit lackluster, but it is okay. We have a very talented team here. So the first round, we are up against the Lakers, which is super unfortunate, with the regular season MVP of Anthony Davis on them. So I doubt we make it past them in the first round. We do not. We were eliminated in 6 games, which is not the worst thing ever. We did get 2 games on them, which shows a lot of potential for this Kings team to maybe win a championship in this 3rd year. And if we don't, then it's going to be a failed challenge, as you know if you've watched the other rebuilds. So let's kind of look at the box score. 24 points and 12 from Marvin Bagley. But obviously, Anthony Davis and LeBron combo was a little bit too much for us in this 2nd year of the rebuild, which is okay. Finals, we had the Hawks versus the Clippers, with the Hawks actually coming out on top 4-1, which is a little surprising, but definitely dope to see nonetheless. So let's kind of see what we got going on here. I don't think that we have any picks. We actually have the 5th pick somehow, which is kind of insane. I don't know how we ended up with the 5th pick again. We have Evan Mobley. But none of these guys really fit on the team too much, I feel. I guess we take Evan Mobley, get another center. Probably could move on from like Enes Kanter and stuff and kind of just keep that really good young center position. Our team's just very, very... We have good depth. Amari Spellman's up to an 80 overall as our backup 4 as well. I would like to move on from Enes Kanter if I can, because we have 3 good centers right there that all need a piece of this pie. And they're not all going to be able to get it right now, which is definitely unfortunate. And Goran Dragic's not even getting any points in this rotation just because of how much depth we have, honestly. So maybe we make another move. I'm not really sure. Maybe I leave it alone and just let all these centers battle out for some minutes. Looking at the power rankings, Wow, they disrespected us. They have us about 20. So we are just going to leave it the way it is and sim through the season. With all this depth on this team, I really do think that we are a contender. As you can see, we have a lot of dubs on the board to start off the year. So this team is going crazy with all their depth, of course. So hopefully we can get some, hopefully we can be a maybe top 3 seed this year. That would be pretty insane if we could make that leap. Obviously, our guys like De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, and Marvin Bagley are increasing every year, getting better and better. Plus, we're adding a good supporting cast. MVP once again goes to AD back-to-back. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, no surprise, happens every time. Sixth Man of the Year once again goes to Bol. He keeps finding himself in these 6-man positions on the Hornets now, actually, averaging 20 points per game, which is crazy. Kenny Atkinson gets Coach of the Year. Let's see if we have any of the All-NBA teams. I think this year we get a third team nod. Let's see. So, all-second team? Nothing. All-third? Wow. I was hoping to see maybe De'Aaron Fox make it on the third team, but hey, there might have not been enough individual play on this team this year, because as you can see, we finished as the number 1 seed in the West with only 53 wins, but nevertheless, the number 1 seed in the West, which is a huge W for this team. Let's take a look at the stats. So about 21 points per game for De'Aaron Fox with 9 assists per game. So he definitely stepped it up as far as the playmaking goes. Buddy Hield, 19.1 points per game, 3.7 assists per game. Pretty decent. We got Marvin Bagley, 18.3 per game and 6.6 rebounds. And Enes Kanter still hanging in there at number 4 with 11 and 7.5. And Evelyn Mobley following him up just behind him with 10.2 per game and only 3.7 rebounds per game, which is definitely not as high as I was hoping it would be. But hey, I can't complain too much. We are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. So let's see. Sekou, he's not really getting to where I was hoping he would be at, and Amari, he's doing his thing, but he is an 80 overall somehow, which I'm still not 100% sure about. So let's kind of look at the team stats. Well, we could look around the league, look at the team stats. Alright, so for the team stats, we are second in the entire league, only behind the Nets, which is a huge W. I think we could probably just hop into the sim right now and see kind of who we got and what's up. We do have an opportunity to get a 4-star system proficiency, which is a huge W. So first round, we're up against the Spurs. I'd be surprised if we don't knock off the Spurs in the first round here, as this team was the number 1 seed in the West, and the Spurs are the 8th seed. So let's see. We're up 3-1. Don't choke this out, boys, please. 4-1. Bang. They're going home. Swept them. Well, we didn't sweep them, but De'Aaron Fox, 34 points and 17 assists in that game. He just absolutely popped off for the squad. Now we're up against a Grizzlies squad, which is obviously super good with former Rookie of the Year Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. So they are going to give us a run for our money. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Let's go. We are in the Western Conference Finals, baby. Definitely a crazy showing that we just had. So we're up against a Suns team that's more or less just Devin Booker. So if we can hold him, then we are cool. But they go up 3-0 on us, which is not looking great. Let's play around with the system proficiency and the minutes real quick to see if we can do anything to fix this team. Kind of have a comeback. And somehow we don't have enough option for the 4th proficiency anymore. And bang, we get swept in the Western Conference Finals. Buddy Hield dropped 29 points and a double-double for Enes Kanter. But we could not hold Devin Booker. So this was a failed rebuild, guys. I am sorry. We almost made it there. We almost made it to the finals, bro. We almost did it. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to smash that like button and hit that subscribe. It helps me out a ton on this big road to 1K. I appreciate all y'all that watched all the way through. The Suns are your NBA champions this year, so at least we lost to the champs. 31 points from Ben Simmons, but 36 points from Aiden. Peace.